Yeah.
Talking about thin bezels, it reminds me about the iPhone 15 Pro. Just look at these bezels, man. iPhone claims that this is like the world's thinnest bezels at around 1.5 mm or something like that, but it looks really cool in my opinion. And talking about the iPhone 15 Pro, there are some renders, leaks and stuff. So the camera bump looks way huger. I don't know how bigger Apple is planning to make the camera bump before they change the design. This already looks huge. These lenses almost look like a small camera itself. You can remove these lenses and use them as a camera. It looks so huge. And finally you'll be getting the type C port, like we like like I think we spoke about it before. But then again, Apple is planning to limit the speeds to USB 2.0 for the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, and iPhone USB C 3.0 for Pro and Pro Max. EU seems to be upset with this also, and they want like same speeds for all the iPhones. So we'll see what Apple does with that. And another thing is the MFI cables. Like Apple is doing something in which they will probably not allow charging from non-MFI cables at all, or maybe limit the speed to such a less wattage that you'll not be able to use it at all. So basically, Apple is trying to make money from made for iPhones Type C cables, and that in that way, I think they'll also be able to earn money from royalties from like other brands apart from Apple themselves who want to make these uh, Type C cables. So that's all about the iPhone 15 Pro leaks, and iPhone 15 and 15 Plus will also get the dynamic island this time. And for the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, you'll have a titanium frame and solid state buttons and the mute switch you can see. We posted about the mute switch and stuff on our community tab, so you can keep following there for news updates. And there's also going to be there are going to be new colors for both the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro. They say the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus will come with like bold colors like pink and light blue and stuff. I don't know how reliable those leaks are, but if Apple does something like that, it'll be like really bold of them. And even there's going to be a new dark red color for the iPhone 15 Pro, Pro and Pro Max as well. So those are all the iPhone leaks. Gautam, if you have anything to add, you can. Otherwise, you can move on to the next Apple news.
Yeah, so I like the look of the frame, the titanium, like a brushed titanium frame, kind of reminds me of like watches, not an Apple Watch, but like watches in general. Some watches I've just seen with the same look. Also, I think the cost of changing the glass back is going to increase more, and that's disappointing considering how cheap it is to replace a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra glass back when you compare it to the iPhones. Then I had one more thing to cover, but I don't think so. I remember it now. Yeah, now I remember it. We have uploaded a shot on the change in the mute button. Basically, they removed the mute button. It's called Apple is removing this feature from the iPhone. So check our shot out. I took some time to edit it. We changed some things up. These thin bezels, I'll have to see the official render of Apple because personally I like the 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max ones because I felt like the thickness had some sort of evenness with the dynamic island. But I cannot comment because I had the same thoughts on the iPhone. I didn't like the iPhone 13 renders, but when it came out, I liked it. So I don't want to waste too much time on it. So let me just move on to the next topic,